Okay, I woke up this morning. That was hot. As you see, I just got out of bed. Excuse the hair. Woke up like this, but haven't had time to tighten it up. And I just want to give an update on life, what's been going on. I know I promised that I would do way more YouTube videos, and produce a lot more content. But as you'll soon find out, I'll give you some updates on life, why I haven't been doing it, and what's going on now. So, wow, where to begin? Let's start with there's so much going on in the world. There's so much going on in everybody's life, but let me tell you what's going on with mine. At the point that I started creating content last year, I was committing to this as a part of like a New Year's resolution, like everybody else does. I really thought that I was in my educator era. That's what I would have called it, where I had worked hard enough and gotten to a point in my professional career that it was time for me to start teaching people, maybe making things a little easier for them as I pass on my knowledge and my experiences, yada, yada, yada. But as I'm doing webinars and all these panel discussions and things like that, it just really didn't feel, like it was for me. It didn't feel like it served me in a way that filled my cup, for a lack of better words. But it just wasn't fulfilling. So I kind of spent the rest of the year navigating through, from a professional standpoint, a job change. I no longer work for hotels. Now I work for a private club. I'm still doing the same thing, curating events, strategic event programming or planning, which is cool. And I really like where I am now. One of the things that has changed though is, I don't mind being in an educator role or teaching. The era that I'm in now, the life to lifestyle era, allows me to blend everything together. Fatherhood, lifestyle, travel, and all my professional endeavors into one thing. And it doesn't necessarily feel separate, where for the most of my life, it felt like I've been really a part of the hustle culture, the hustle grind, doing things that from an entrepreneurial standpoint and creative standpoint that would allow me to scale, potentially make a ton of money, just being in that just like entrepreneurial kind of, or this new age entrepreneurial kind of like mindset. And it's not really healthy. It's not healthy when you're single and you have plenty of time and a lot of energy to do it. But it's definitely not healthy when you're a father, you're in a relationship, you have two kids, and that's where your priorities need to be, right? So I had to make a shift. And this is what that shift looks like. So I really want to take a lot of you on that journey with me, talk to you through kind of all the things that I do every day. I'll do some vlogs, I'll do some vlogging, showing how I'm spending time with my kids, how I'm spending time with my family. I'll do some behind the scenes stuff where, you get a chance to see what I do at work or what I do professionally. I'll even discuss things like, hey, this is what I've learned from fatherhood that translates directly over to what I do for work or how I behave as a leader. And ultimately, just demonstrate and show, what it's like to just be a well-rounded adult that works hard and really wants to spend time with his family and find joy. At the end of it, it's crazy, crazy, crazy things happening, crazy, diabolical, insane, wicked work going on right now around the world. I'm in America, specifically in Atlanta, Georgia, and it's scary to watch the news. Brain melting in a terrible way to get any updates on every single morning as you wake up. Like, what have we done today, and what is at risk? What do I have to look out for? And it happens as soon as you wake up. It's before you even touch social media. If you just turn on your TV, but then if you pick up your phone and you look at social media, it's some kind of worse. I mean, at least they shuffle in some cool, funny things every now and then. Some memes, some comedy reels, something that'll make you laugh. But at least in my algorithm, something insane will come up from news-wise from like all over the world, and put you right back down in that emotional pit, right? So how do we find happiness with all of this? How do we create a life and curate that life intentionally, so that if we're going to be dealing with all of this stuff that's happening from a news perspective, that we can still meet the demands of our jobs, of our careers, of our entrepreneurial endeavors, still keep a lot of time available for our family, for our kids, for our significant others. How do we do that? How do we do that for ourselves? We're now into this wellness era, but I'm a little older, so I remember when like none of that was really a thing for most people. But now, everybody's talking about it and looking for ways to insert wellness and fitness into their lives. I'm going to be doing that too. And I'm also going to be challenging myself to learn new things all the time and have fun while I do it. So I hope you guys find some laughs and some joy as I try to prove that I'm the best at learning things, not maybe doing all things. I realize in this age that just because I think that I can do it in my mind, like I can chart it out in my head, doesn't mean my body's going to do it anymore. I learned this lesson horribly going to the basketball court and thinking I could still cross over and do certain spin moves and pass the balls, all kind of ways. I can't do that anymore. I'm sorry. I feel sad about that. So yeah, that's the quick update. You'll see a lot more of my family, which I think is coming in the room now. Excuse the room. We're trying to figure out what to do with all of these plants. But yeah, just happy to be back. Let me know the kind of stuff that you'd like to see. I'm not going to be talking about a bunch of business stuff anymore. That stuff will pop in every now and then, but it's mostly about me, my family, and traveling, lifestyle, just other things. All right. So thank you for not giving up, and make sure you hit subscribe, like, share, stay on this journey with me. All right. I'll talk to you soon.